out today. Today we are going to get into dating and safety and all those fun things. So first, I follow the ketogenic diet. I have been keto for almost 2 years now. Actually, I think we're right at 2 years. And I made 4 different types of chicken because I wanted to, I didn't know what I was gonna make a video on. So I just kind of sampled with like 4 different types. And I'm gonna try them. So yeah, this is what we have. So let me get my spoon out the way. Oh man, I done melted the spoon now. Okay. This is what we have. I have my cauliflower mash. That's what y'all see right there with sour cream and cheese. I have, well, it's just 4 different kinds. This one here is, I did mayo and Parmesan. This one is a secret blend. This one is almond flour, and this one is the mustard chicken recipe I got from my sister. So yeah, we're gonna try them. I don't know which one I'm gonna do a video on, but that's what I'm eating today. Probably not gonna get through all of it. And then I have a little bit of ranch, like from, where is this from? Burger King, just in case it's nasty. I'm gonna have to dip it in my ranch dipping sauce. I don't know, I'm kind of fried, but y'all know what the ranch dipping sauce looks like. So anyway, yeah, so we're gonna talk about dating, y'all. I saw some videos and I saw a couple of like things where people were just talking about their experiences and what they do, and guys were like they want women to be more feminine and they want to pick up a girl from the house and this and the other and hold the doors, and I was like, all that is beautiful, but in this day and age, y'all, we have to be smart. Women and men, we have to be smart, but I'm specifically talking to my girls right now, especially y'all younger ones. Older ones, y'all be doing foolish stuff too. You know, I'm older, I do foolish stuff, whatever. But yeah, I'm talking to my young women. Y'all have to be safe out here when you're dating because you never know what you're gonna run into. So I put together a quick little list, and I'm gonna go through that list while I, mess around with this food. Let me see what this cauli mash tastes like. It's actually really good. I should have put, I probably should have put some Monterey Jack cheese on it, but it's okay. It tastes good. But yeah, so I'm gonna go down a couple of things that I ascribe to, a couple of things that definitely are important when dating and you should keep mind of. So first things first, if you're dating someone, if you get to know someone, especially if you're online dating or social media dating, when you get to meet someone, make sure you have a separate phone number. Do not give them your regular day-to-day phone number. Have a phone number, have a whole line, and then have, I don't know, is that bad? I don't know. Have a trick line. I don't know. Have a separate line for them, and then you want to have your main phone, and then you want to have other. So either have different phones or have different lines. Whatever works for you. If you can't afford a separate line, 2 different phones and pay 2 different bills, get you a burner phone, girl. I don't know. Or go online, and they have like a whole bunch of little services and apps and stuff that you can get a separate line that's actually free. So make sure you have a separate phone number. That's a big deal, because you don't want everyone to have access to all your information. And also, you can also block your number, but maybe call the phone company and make sure that number that shows, the name that shows up is not your name. Also, I don't really think you need to give out your real name. I'm not one who's gonna give out my real name. I'm just not gonna do it. I mean, I might, depending on how I feel, but I don't really date that way. So that's a big one. Also, this is something I was actually talking to somebody about, home dates. I think it's sweet, I'm gonna cook for him, I'm gonna show him my skills. First of all, why are you showing somebody your skills that you're not, that hasn't earned the right to have access to your skills? For what? This is for men and women. But if you're gonna date. Date means getting information. That means hanging out. That means doing things. It does not mean sitting in somebody's house watching television. That's not a date. And if you know this person, that's different. But if you're just getting to know someone, especially like a first date, second date, 5th date, 8th date, I don't know, maybe by 8th, that's a little extreme. But if you're dating properly, you shouldn't have to go out with somebody 8 times to realize whether or not you like them or not. But you don't date in someone's house, and you don't invite anyone to your house for a date. That's not a date. A date requires getting dressed, leaving the house. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. Dates are not all about how much you spend. It's really about the quality of time, but make sure that you're doing it in a safe environment. So that brings me to my next point. if you're gonna date, if you're gonna go out on a date, make sure you're going in a public area. You do not want to be dating someone, meeting a stranger in some dark, secluded area. They be done bopped you upside your head and no one ever find you again. You be one of these girls that's being like posted all over, faces all over, last seen wearing this and wearing that. You have to protect yourself. So you want to date in a public area. Go to a restaurant, go to and I don't think like food dates are always what you have to do. Oh, you just have to go to a restaurant or a movie and it's boring. No, I mean, go bowling, I like rock climbing. I like to race cars. I like playing pool. I mean, there are a whole bunch of different things you can do, but just make sure that you're doing it in public. Also, another thing, make sure that you're telling, you're telling a friend or a family member the name of this person. Give them their phone number, the phone number that you have, for them. A picture if you have one, something like that. Let people know who you're going with. I like to move in silence, but you can't be completely silent. I can't tell you how many times I done snapped a picture of somebody and sent it to my sister, or snapped a license plate and sent it to my sister. I do stuff like that because I have to be safe. But so definitely date in a public place. If you're going somewhere, drive your own car. If you do not have a car, do Uber. Do not do Uber on somebody else's app, and don't let them send you an Uber, because if they're gonna send you an Uber, they have to know your address in order to send the Uber to you. Duh. So don't let them do that. Call your own Uber and get your own Uber to go home. Unless you're going to somebody else's house that's like in a whole nother city from you, then maybe you can let them send you the Uber or send you back home in Uber, because it's not really a home. So but yeah, just be sure that you're in a position to handle your own stuff. So you definitely want to do that too. Don't let somebody send you an Uber and give them access to your address, because it's another way they can get your address. A thing like, okay, so I'm not originally from the South, but where I'm from, we have license plates on the front and the back. But from, where I'm at right now, do not park nose in, park nose out, because you don't want people to get your license plate number. If they have access to your license plate, then they have access to you, boo-boo, or whoever the name of the car is registered under. And if you are self-sufficient, then it should be in your own name. So make sure you do not park where they can get access to your license plate. Or if they say, hey, I'm gonna walk you to the car, make sure you're being mindful of what you're doing. You can laugh and joke and be the sweetest person in the world, but when they walk you to that car, don't go around the back side of this so that they can see your information. Make sure they walk you to the front side. Walk past the front, and then don't let them get so close to your door when you open it that they could bop you in the head and push you on the inside. You want to be careful of that too. But just in case they do something like that, you make sure that you you in a situation where you have either mace or a taser, or some type of handheld reinforcer. A handheld motivator. I don't know, y'all use y'all's imagination what y'all want to call that, but whatever. You make sure you have something that have that get back on you, because if you don't, then you're leaving yourself vulnerable to all kinds of situations that could be alleviated otherwise. Quick little zap of the taser, quick little cock of the hammer, and people tend to get in line. So make sure that you guys are protecting yourself in those ways as well. I'm sitting here talking, I ain't eating. Yeah, this is good. I definitely I'm gonna do a video on me cooking, but I didn't know which chicken I wanted to make, my keto fried chicken. So that's why I made several, and I was gonna see which one I was gonna actually do my cook with me video on. Oh, this is the mustard chicken. This one is really good. Anyway, I got this recipe from my sister. So like I was saying, those are things you want to do to be safe. Also, when you guys are, actually I could do a separate video on this, but anyway, when you guys are conversing before the date, make sure you're asking questions to get some kind of an idea of who it is you're dealing with. We don't go out on a date if I don't know your name. Ask them if they've been to jail. You don't just come out and ask these questions. I'll do a video on how to finesse the situation, but you want to know these things. Do they have a record? Do they have family in town? Do they have children? Who do they live with? You want background information just to put yourself more into the know. And like I said, you don't always have to you don't have to go out and be in fear of breathing, but you need to be mindful of your surroundings. You need to be mindful of what you're getting yourself into, or what you could potentially be getting yourself into, so that you have a plan to get yourself out of it. Well, that's all I'm gonna say for this video. I'm about to get into this food real quick, but yeah, make sure you guys have subscribed to my channel. Make sure you thumbs me up, hit the blue bell for notifications, comment down below, what do y'all do to keep safe in this dating world? Comment, I don't know, comment any situations that you've been in that you wish that you would have done XYZ. Make sure you guys share this video with anyone who's out here in these dating streets that's single, because you know we out here in these streets, but we have to protect ourselves by any means necessary. So definitely do all that, and stay tuned till next time. All right, deuces, y'all.